Hey guys, and I have another video today, and so in this video I have a couple things to show you that I'm actually really excited about. And yeah, so the first item came out somewhat recently. I just pre-ordered it on Amazon, but here is Dragon Ball Super Volume 24. And this volume, is, well, like the story of what happens after Dragon Ball Super Superhero with Gohan and everything when it defeats Cell Max. And obviously, the cover here is amazing. We have Ultra Instinct Goku, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Beast Gohan, Super Saiyan Broly, and Orange Piccolo, which is really cool. Now, this manga is, again, a continuation of the Dragon Ball Superhero line, since the last mangas just briefly went over the movie, but kind of went into more depth of how it came to be, like how it went to Gohan, everything. Here we have Black Frieza, and yeah, very nice covers. The actual manga itself is nothing really about this. It's just some sparring matches with Goku and Gohan and about Trunks and Goten. But yeah, this is really nice manga. Love the cover and everything, and it's a great addition to have in my collection. And so I got this like 2 days ago when I pre-ordered. And yeah, I mean, I got it from Amazon, and usually Amazon ships not so well, but this shipped pretty well, in good condition and everything. And yeah, the manga, it does look really cool. Great artwork by Toyble, and yeah, very nice. And so yeah, this would be a great addition to add to my collection, and I'll probably do a short about this later. Now, my next item here is very cool, that a lot of you may or may not have heard of, but that is Dragon Ball AF. And this is a continuation of Dragon Ball GT, and it is made by Toyble, or Toyotaro, which is the one of the writers of Dragon Ball Super, Akira Toriyama and Toyotaro. And so originally he worked on this manga before he went to Dragon Ball Heroes, and then Super. And so this is his story, his fan manga. And so this is not official. This is put out by this guy named Marb and his team, and they come together, I guess, on like Patreon or something, and they make manga. And so yeah, they got together, Toyotaro's Dragon Ball AF, and finished it. And so yeah, here in the back you could see Marb and all of his other mangas that him and his team put out. So like Dragon Ball Universe, of course Dragon Ball GT, which they came out with the 10th volume not too long ago, like 12 days ago from when I'm putting this video out. And then Super Vegeta Den, where instead of Goku landing on Earth, it was, what if it was Vegeta? And then here is, I'm not even gonna try to say that, but this is supposedly Dragon Ball Resurrection F in manga format, which is really cool. And I guess they're working on chapter 6 or volume 6 of Dragon Ball AF, which this is just a, here is a volume of Dragon Ball AF, but with like 5 chapters or volumes put together. Here we could see volume 1, I guess. We see Gohan. Volume 2, we see Vegeta. Volume 3, Volume 4, and then here Volume 4 again, and then we have Volume 5 with Goku and Pikkon. So yeah, this is just goes up to like Volume 5, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I mean, this is just an amazing manga to add to my collection, even though it's not official. It kind of is to me, since it's a physical copy of a manga. It's Dragon Ball, and it's made by Toyble, and Marb and his team, and it's just so cool to have this in my collection, really. Because Dragon Ball AF, there was like online, if you search it up, there's probably like for one volume like $60, but that's this other guy named Young Gigi, and I do not think that is Toyble. I think that's just his own interpretation of Dragon Ball AF, and so this is just really cool. And here I'll just briefly show you it too. I've read some of it so far. So we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and if we go here, yep, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. And so I just think this is really cool. Of course, this happens after Dragon Ball GT, which you can get the manga for, since Marb and his team put it out. But this was like originally made by some Chinese guys, and Marb and his team translated it to English. Though I do think that this doesn't fully cover Dragon Ball GT. I think it just goes up to like maybe, yeah, Super Baby arc. But as you can see here, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm pretty sure that cover, that baby, and that maybe just the baby is from Dragon Ball Legends, like right there. I could be wrong, but it just looks like it. But yeah, I mean, this is really cool. Of course, this is where we get to see, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Super Saiyan 5, which is really cool. So now this is actually the end of the 5th volume, and so I'm pretty sure they said they're working on the 6th, so that would be really cool to see more of Super Saiyan 5 and everything. And I'm just so happy to finally have this in my collection. And here we have Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta, Broly, and some more like sketches, I guess. I gotta read it all and see. And yeah, Super Saiyan 5 Trunks, just really cool. But yeah, this is just really cool to have in my collection. And yeah, wow. So if you're watching this, or maybe if you watched the other 2 videos that are on this book that I've known of, I did not get this from Amazon or like a store. I got this from a store called the Great British Bookstore, which I originally thought would be like a pretty sketchy website, but no. I mean, it came, I ordered it like last month, and it came like in 20 days, I guess. So not that bad. I don't know. I'm just like really surprised. I definitely will be ordering from there more. And the only reason why I have this manga and have knowledge of it is from SS Jerry, which is another YouTuber, and I'm just, if you see this, if you don't, whatever, thank you so much, because this is just amazing. You just opened a whole new door for me for so much other manga, like all of these other ones too, which I'm definitely going to get my hands on, so I could read Dragon Ball GT and see what this Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse is. Just thank you so much, SS Jerry. This is amazing. And then also another YouTuber, which is literally called his or her YouTube channel is called Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and I'm pretty sure you could look it up, and they just show you their kind of like a review of it. They just show you the book and everything. But those are like the only 2 YouTube videos I've seen of not only this manga, but others too, like the Dragon Ball GT one. And so this manga is just amazing to have in my collection. And obviously, I got this from SS Jerry. His description, it took you to Marb's website, and it showed you all the books here, and most of them you could get from, not most of them, all of them you could get from the Great British Bookshop, which I'm pretty sure they just print out the book and send it to you by this other website. But yeah, this is just amazing to have. I'm really, really happy about it, like extremely happy. And there's Gotenks. That's pretty cool. And Broly. But yeah, this is an amazing addition to have in my collection. Now, this is, well, obviously this is how it looks, but it is a lot bigger than your average Dragon Ball Super manga. Here, I'll set it on the table so you guys can see. But yeah, here. So here is the manga compared to a normal Dragon Ball Super manga. So it is a lot bigger in size. Hold on, I'm trying to get this right. But yeah, it is a lot bigger than your normal Dragon Ball Super manga. And if I compare it to a Japanese manga, it's obviously going to be bigger since Japanese manga are so small. But here's Super Dragon Ball Heroes, which is another manga. I just really like collecting Dragon Ball manga other than, I guess, the English official ones. So yeah, this is really cool to have in my collection. I'm really excited, and if you're wondering, it is about the same size as a Visbig, maybe a little shorter. It is a little shorter than a Visbig, though it does seem to stick out a little more than the Visbig, which is a little frustrating, I guess, when you're putting it on the shelf. It just sticks out a little more. But, and the Visbig is a little taller, so yeah, so it's a pretty big book, and that's great, so you can really fully experience all of it. Since the Japanese manga is really, really neat, but it's pretty small to translate and fully see what's going on. But yeah, manga. But yeah, this is just a really, really great manga to have in my collection, and I'm so, so happy it is. So yeah, big thanks to SS Jerry for doing a review on it, really just letting people know out there, because I probably wouldn't have came across the Dragon Ball Xenoverse channel, because I just wouldn't have known about their website and everything. So thank you so, so much, SS Jerry, and I will do a link in the description to buy this at the Great British Bookshop, and now I'll just send a link to their website too. But yeah, I did a post on this too, by the way, and yeah, I was a bit skeptical, but this is just amazing. I can't say like how happy I am that I finally own this, and I have knowledge of the Great British Bookshop that could do a whole bunch of other mangas, and Marb and his team, and it's just amazing. So you probably saw it already, but there is here is like supposed to be like a redraw, I guess, of Dragon Ball Super Volume 1. And we have Vegeta, Broly, and then we have, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I showed it already, but it was pretty cool. I was just going through the manga. And there, Super Saiyan 5 Goku, Super Saiyan 5 Broly. Yeah. So yeah. Very, 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 very cool manga to add to my collection. I probably will be doing a short on this, but I just really want to get more people aware of like this existence and everything. Even though people may or may not see my video, but yeah, this is just amazing to have. And I probably, most likely, will be getting all the Dragon Ball GT, all the Xenoverse, and all the other ones. Just because I feel like it's gonna get rare, or something. It is probably already rare, but because most people don't know about it. But yeah, this is really, really cool to add to my collection. Now, my last thing I have is probably, if you check my posts, it's whatever if you don't, because I'm making a video on it. I'm making a video on it anyways. But I did get another SH Figure Arts Goku, and I already have this Goku. And you may be wondering, why did I get it? Well, it was only $15. $15 is $15 for a nice SH Figure Arts. That's probably like $30 or something. It's a pretty good price. And so yeah, I probably will be doing a custom with this. I'm not sure what custom I would do, but yeah, it is sealed too, by the way. So yeah, and that's really it for this video. And yes, I'll be doing a short on all the manga and everything if you don't see this video. But yeah, I also have another video coming up that I actually recorded before this, and that video is on the new demonical fit I got, and you'll probably see that in my next video. But yeah, thank you for watching, if you watched this video. But yeah, very, very, very cool pickups, Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball AF, or After Future. And so yeah, thanks a lot for everything, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.